This video is going to show you how to do a running stitch. I've got my needle threaded. It's got a knot at the end. I've got it partially threaded through the needle, and I'm going to be holding the needle in my hand like this so that I've got a grip on this thread here so it doesn't pull out of the needle. I'm left-handed, so if you're right-handed, just switch hands. To do a running stitch, you always start on the back whenever you're sewing. Unless it's a special circumstance. You always want to start on the back of your fabric because you don't want these knots to be showing on the front of your piece. Knots are unsightly. We don't want to see them on the front. So I start on the back of my piece. I come up and I pull the thread till it grabs at the knot. Okay? You don't want to continue sewing when you've got this much thread back here that has to be pulled through the fabric because it's a waste. So I pull it through just like that. And then pretend that I'm in a swimming pool. Back down underwater and pull my thread. And I don't want to pull too tight. If I pull too tight, my fabric's going to start bunching up like that. And this fabric is very easy to separate. Some fabrics are not going to be as easy to separate. And then I come back up again from the bottom of the pool and I go back down. And you can, depending on what you're sewing, your stitches can be long. Okay, these are like medium-sized stitches, but I can do shorter stitches. See, that's a short stitch. If I need to just hold something together quickly, I can turn this into a basting stitch where I do a few big stitches just to hold something in place for temporary. Okay, but I want to keep the stitches relatively close together. I don't want to be doing this. Okay, I don't want to be putting them way far apart, unless of course I'm doing a baste, where this is just it's like putting a straight pin in to hold something in place. When I'm done with my running stitch, I want my knot on the back, so I make a final stitch to the back. Now do this. I like to just make that knot right at the end of the fabric, and I want to put my fingernail right on that knot and pull so that that knot lands up right at the fabric. It's touching the fabric, right? You don't want to make a knot that's way out here because your piece is going to come loose. Okay, so I want to do this again. Make that loop, pull the thread through, put my fingernail right on top of that knot and pull. Okay. And then I might even want to do it again. 2 is usually good, 3 won't hurt you. There's my third knot, and then I want to cut off any excess thread. We'll just leave about 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch, and that's it.